Raymond James Stadium as a couple of teams get set to square off in the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on a team from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Knights offense takes the field. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. Just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
He's looking for an open man on second down. He's got his man. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
The Knights will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Using his feet. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Knights!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive, and it came. What a beautiful touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They took it 71 yards down the field, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll bring it out. It's Freeman. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. They'll try the run. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Right back to it. Ripping through the defense. Ball's out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after and was able to make the tackle for loss.
Got out of trouble and throws. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Knights line up to punt it away. He'll bring it back. It's Freeman. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, they put it on the deck. The football was not riveted to into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
They'll run this play from the pistol. He'll keep it himself. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. With jet sweep pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. The back goes in motion. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Knights have moved it inside the 20. Pocket starts to collapse. Rush coming in hot, and they got him.
Play action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his job.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock him free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Trying to find his man on first down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush. Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They go to the ground. Hard running there. Tackled after picking up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Finds his tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Cavaliers in the hurry-up. They'll throw it from the red zone. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double-teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Makes the catch. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cavalier.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this one.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. The Knights will move the sticks with the first down.
You got to wonder if that's a moral victory for this offensive line because they have not been running the ball well at all game long. But on that short yardage situation, they finally pick it up, and maybe that's going to be the catalyst for them to get this thing going and spark the run game.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. He looks that one in nicely. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Knights are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Feeling some heat. Get it out on the screen. Turns it on in midfield. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more really good execution by this offense. He'll do it himself. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. On the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And this is going to be incomplete on third. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. He's got the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Wants to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
They're going to throw it again. It's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if they're...
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. Keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Looking to throw for it. They're bringing heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. The Knights will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Freeman. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. A little over 20 seconds to play in the half as they take it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the tight end. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on 1st down. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type first half. This Gasparilla Bowl has lived up to expectations. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Gasparilla Bowl.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time, and that applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things, and that first half needs some more big plays here to get this double.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in the rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial. I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see what he can do with it. Slips through the line. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
He's got it. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Knights have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Here comes the option. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown, UCF! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fielded in the end zone. It's Freeman. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning this one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And the Cavaliers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Knights! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stop follow and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. The Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Now the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Perfect timing to call that pass plays. Third and short, down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Flowers. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
After the penalty backs him up, it's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. The Knights will line up to punt it away. On the return, it's Freeman. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Now on 3rd down after that run. They'll try to get it through the air. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
30 inches and you're throwing the football. Man, that's kind of a statement to me. I'm getting the first down. I'm saying I'm more physical than you. I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you. Defense brings the blitz because they're expecting run. Still gets to the quarterback, gets the sack.
He's got great speed. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, UCF! That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Freeman. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get it.
And he breaks into the open. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Cavaliers are in the hurry-up.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. He's looking to throw. This time on target. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Here's the handoff. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the right. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Line getting set on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Flowers. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. He'll pull it on the read. What a nice job on the ground, working his way ahead for 7 yards and leaving them with 4th and short. They're about 2 yards away. The Knights have taken it inside the 20. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Looking to move it through the air. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a 1st down. Getting some heat. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. 2nd down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Hit as he throws. He took a hit as he could and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Complete out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds, but he's not going to have enough for the 1st down. He needed to turn that thing up, and he ran out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. The option look. He'll toss it. At midfield, he's got room. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Running back goes in motion. To the ground with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving it.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.